Check it out, everyone. The good folks at Wurkkos have sent me another flashlight to review. So today, I'm going to give you an honest review of the Wurkkos HD03. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. A little different scenery, right? I'm in the camper, man. We are out camping. So what better place to test out the flashlight than in the dark woods of the campground that I am at? So yes, Wurkkos sent this to me for free to review for you, but you know how we do it here. We keep it honest, and you know, I'm just going to give you my personal opinion and how I feel about this flashlight. So this is the HD03. There will be a link in the video description where you can purchase this light if you're interested. So here on the box it says 680 lumens, 180 meter beam, multicolor RGB lights, and 49 grams. I can tell you, even right now in the box, there's just not a lot of weight right here. There are some statistics here about the light. If you want, I'll put a quick screen thing up there so you can pause and read. I got my computer here. I'm not really set up for a cheat sheet here, but I want to give you the most accurate information. So we'll just go over a few things here from their website. Okay. So this has two modes, a spotlight and a floodlight mode. 680 lumens on spotlight, 320 on floodlight, and 20 plus lighting effects in the RGB. So this is IPX6 waterproof rated and an impact resistance of 1.5 meters, and it's aviation grade aluminum alloy casing on this. So this is pretty interesting. This is something we don't see a lot of, the color. So it comes in a red, black, blue, green, orange. There's two different multi-packs, so an orange and blue, a red and a black, and then there's even a 5-pack for the family. And right now the one light is listing for $18.99. Pretty good deal, I think. So the lighting modes, both spotlight and floodlight, and I'm going to show you, don't worry, all have the same mode. So we go from a turbo, which is super bright, to high, medium, low, moonlight, strobe, SOS, and beacon. All right, so time to unbox. So this is what you'll get. Now the flashlight will come in a little white bag. You know, I always use these things for a few days before I bring you the review, because I want, you know, get a feel for it, you know, run down the battery, charge it, see how everything works. So when you open it, this will be in a little white bag. And I tell you what, thank you Wurkkos for sending me blue, my absolute favorite color. When I saw the box and it was green, I was like, oh man, it's green. I had no idea that it even came in different colors, but I love the blue. Awesome feeling light. I mean, you can feel like the metal right there. There's a switch here on the side that goes from your spotlight to floodlight, and you got your power buttons and cycles right here. Welcome to the family. And here's your instructions to unlock it. It does come locked out of the box, so if you can hit the button, it will not come on until you unlock it. And it's a nice feature for when you keep in your pocket. You can't accidentally turn that on. So you activate that by pushing that 3 times, and you see that quick flash of the light. So right now, if I try to do anything, see, we just get those 2 flashes. The flashlight won't come on. So we hit it 3 times again, and it comes on. I believe the last mode we had it. No, okay, so it does come on the lowest mode. So you get your user's manual. It's going to tell you all the specs and how to use the flashlight right there. It's a nice big fold-out thing. 1 charging cable, USB-C to USB-C. 1 really big lanyard. You hook this to the light, and then you have this loop right here that you can use a carabiner or whatever you need, and you can hook up the light other different ways. The light also has a clip right here. There's also nice rubber in between here for make sure it's grab something, and there's a magnet as well. Don't think, no, not the bottom, but it is in the clip right there, so you can clip that to, or magnetize it to something as well. And then right here on the top, underneath this rubber seal, is your USB-C charging port. Now, like most lights, when you turn this on, Hopefully you guys could see that. Okay, so yeah, see the green light? That's your battery indicator. So when it's green, you're up to down to from 50 to 100. And then I believe, and sorry, I'm just recalling off memory, from like 50 to I believe about 20%, it'll light up orange. And then less after that, it'll be red. You know, the exact specs are in the book, but I believe that's about correct. So you can use that as a battery indicator. You know, if you turn it on, it's orange and you're going to be out there for a while, you might want to throw it on charge real quick. This does charge up fairly quickly. So to turn on the light, we just give it one push of the button, and there we go. We have our green light. Now to step through, we're just going to hold this down. We got our modes. I'm not really, to be honest, a fan of the step increases. I'd rather it be kind of like a slow, steady increase, dialed in like that. That's kind of my preference, but that's how this light works. So you step through the different brightnesses. Now we double click, and that brings us into turbo mode. Click it one again and we'll bring it back down. So this little switch here is how we go between the two modes. And like I said, this mode here, same thing, steps through. Double tap, we have turbo mode. And even if you switch in between like I just did, it brings it back to low light mode. Alright, warning, I'm about to show some flashing lights, so if you're sensitive to that, you might want to skip over a little bit. But so now that the flashlight's on, we click this 3 times and we'll go through the strobe modes. Hit it twice, and there we go, like a flat, I believe that's SOS, yeah. And then 3 fast. Yeah. Double click again, and this is like your beacon mode. This would be really handy if you're hurt and you're trying to alert somebody, or you know, if you're walking, you know, clip this to your bike or something too, bring some attention to yourself. We turn the flashlight off, we click it twice, and that brings us to RGB mode. So we hold this down, and there we go, we can see all the colors. Double click brings us to these other modes. So we have a flashing mode here. Here we have the police mode. Do not get yourself in trouble with that. And then this one here's like a breathing mode. It just automatically goes through all the colors. And this one here cycles through all the colors. It's hard for me to tell in my little screen exactly what you see. It's kind of blurred out, but hopefully in the video it's going to show up nice. So this is pretty cool. We got the swoosh. Now I did check on these things. If you hold down the button, you can cycle through the colors, but it's extremely slow. It would take me a long time to go through, so you're just going to have to trust me on that. So we click it again, and then we have this breathing mode, so it keeps changing colors every time. And then again we have this mode here, so it's going to spiral around and change colors as it does it. And then I believe this is back to the beginning with the police mode. So click that. So look at that. That is pretty cool. I like the way that works. So next step, we need to go outside, show you how bright this is, and then we're going to come back here and wrap up the review. Alright, so this is actually the lowest setting, and it actually looks pretty decent. So let's flip over to spotlight mode, I guess you'd call, or floodlight. As you can see, so it's very, very wide pattern. This one is a narrower pattern. So let's go through both of these. Let's step it up one. So as you can see, we're walking down the road. This is kind of what we have to deal with. Let's go up one more. Go up again. This is really putting down some light. We can really light up the road with this now. And this one just kind of dissipates. You got more of a wider glow, but if you really want to throw the light down, then okay. So let's go turbo. And then you can see we got pretty good light going that way. And you have to click on turbo mode. Even when you switch in between, you gotta have to turn turbo mode on. So let's go over here. All right, so we got the woods out here. So let's step through each one of these. And there's turbo mode. So let's go back. So yeah, that's the brightest setting, not turbo mode. And that's on that. So let's switch over to the more focused beam here. And you can really see this does throw the light pretty good. Oh, there's a camper there. Damn, I did not see that. So yeah. So here's the lowest setting. This is the next setting. This is why I don't like the stepped setups. And then here's the brightest setting that is not turbo mode. And then there is turbo mode. Really doesn't seem to be that much of a difference between the brightest and turbo, does it? It's like the RGB is not really, from what I could see, doing anything. The camera's just not picking it up. I mean, I could see it lighting stuff up, but it's just really not doing that much. It looks pretty and all, but it doesn't really throw a whole lot of light. Like I said, the camera just is not picking it up. So there goes your strobes, your SOS. You can see it's pretty bright. And there's your beacon. And then the strobe. So yeah, I'm liking this. And I'll tell you what, I just had an incident here earlier this evening. I was making dinner and the RV started getting really hot. My AC wasn't working. I had to get up on the roof. So basically, I had installed something called a soft start. It helps with how, makes it easier for the AC to start. So like when I'm on a generator, because I have a motorhome, it was really dragging the generator down to start the AC. So the soft start helps soften that start and not draw so much power. Well, it failed, so now I had no AC whatsoever. So I had to go up on the roof at night, here it's dark, and just bypass that to get my AC working. So this little light was handy to stick inside the air conditioning, have it hang there so I could see what wire. There was like basically just one wire I had to cut, crimp a connector on, bypass the system, and 2 wires I had to unplug for that, and I was in business. So let's go inside and wrap this up. All right, everyone. Like I said, this was provided to me for free. I'm not going to hype up anything I don't believe in, but I really like this light, man. I like flashlights, some more than others. I did forget to mention right here on the back of the clip is the hole for your lanyard and stuff like that. I mentioned earlier, my preference is when I have a flashlight, I like it when it steps up gradually, like I hold it down and it slowly goes in, so I can dial in the exact amount of light. I don't really care for when they go big jumps like that. That's my preference. The RGB effects, pretty cool. For me, I feel it's kind of more of a gimmick. It's cool that we can do that. I like how many features they actually add. That is pretty cool. I just don't know where you would use that in any type of actual scenario. I do like the switch that goes back and forth instead of hunting. You know, some flashlights will have dual modes like that and you have to hit the button certain kind of ways to go from spotlight to floodlight. This is just really easy, quick flip of the switch. I like that. The switch is really easy to grab. It has like a nice satisfying click and feel when it locks into place. The button over here is really nice as well. The flashlight just has a really nice feel to it. I love how smooth the metal is. I really do. Spring pressure is good. It has an incredible amount of spring pressure holding that down, so I wouldn't worry if you clip this on to something losing it. This has a tremendous amount of pressure. So that is pretty tight. And like you said, unique. It comes in so many colors too. So I'm liking this light. This flashlight is very nice. This would be an awesome everyday carry, and also too USB-C. Thankfully, we're starting to see more companies standardize with USB-C, but every now and then we still see somebody throw in a micro or whatever like that for whatever reason. So thank you for putting the USB-C on there. Love the colors, love the look and feel of it. So my only complaint, and like I said, personal preference is the step modes. I prefer like a gradual instead of it being big jumps, but that is me. So let me know in the comments down below what you think of this flashlight. Are you going to buy one? Are you considering it? Like I said, it'll be linked down below. All right, I appreciate you giving me your time to provide this for you, give you an honest look at this flashlight. Appreciate you coming to me for these honest reviews. Hope you found this informative, if nothing else, entertaining. All right, appreciate the support. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.